A lot of people are surprised by the findings on this thing. This study is really big, Randy. It looked at 60,000 tweets over months from more than 450 lawmakers. And the big finding that's getting the most attention, Republicans used Twitter more effectively than Democrats. This study was done by Edelman, which is a PR firm that tracks all sorts of information about the digital world. So to determine who's more effective, they looked at a long list of factors, including retweets and how many people amplify these messages that lawmakers put out over Twitter. Also engagement. They found that Republicans in Congress received almost twice as many replies as Democrats on average to their tweets. Also some stuff I find interesting. They found Republicans in Congress have more substantive tweets. They were 3.5 times as likely to mention actual legislation. And of tweets in which lawmakers mention someone from the other political party, I think a lot of us would expect they mostly be attacks. They're not. About half are collaborative, and far fewer of those tweets mentioning the opposite party are critical of the other party. This is something most lawmakers are seeking. They're trying to reach people and be heard and have their messages echo on Twitter. Edelman says that in 2011, Twitter became a political powerhouse, and they point to the effect it's having around the world and in U.S. politics, including President Obama having held a Twitter town hall. And for any lawmakers listening right now, or really anyone at all, a few key points from this study, take a look. Here's what they found. The lawmakers most mentioned on Twitter tweeted earlier in the day, later in the week, and were more likely to tweet sometimes on weekends. One more thing, Randy, this is interesting. The study encourages lawmakers to tweet while in session. Obviously, the people's work comes first, but Edelman says it's a great way of humanizing the legislative process and shedding light on it. And folks, you can take a look at the whole report. I got it linked up for you at all my pages. It's at Facebook and Twitter, Josh Loves CNN, at thebloggcnn.com/Josh. So, Randy, some surprises in there and a really extensive study. I give them props for that.
Yeah, tweeting while in session, our tax dollars at work. I love that.
I know, right?
So which lawmakers, Josh, are really having the biggest impact, do you think, on Twitter?
Yeah, so I asked them for the absolute up-to-date list so I could share it with you all right now. And the folks at Edelman crunched brand new numbers, and here it is. They're saying the most influential Twitterers, and this combines all sorts of factors. Senator Bernie Sanders, who's an independent out of Vermont, House Speaker John Boehner, Republican, then Representative Keith Ellison, who's a Democrat, and then the next two to finish out the top five, Representative Darrell Issa, Republican, California, and then Senator John McCain. And the whole list is up there as well. I will tell you, I encourage you all to check it out and see how they're coming up with these numbers. Look, in the end, it's not necessarily that definitive, but lawmakers are really trying to use social media to reach people, and this is the best study I've seen of how well they're doing at that right now. So we'll see where things go from here.
Yeah, I do follow, actually, a lot of them on Twitter, those that you mentioned. Yeah. And McCain, I will say, I get a lot of tweets from
He's
McCain.
prolific.
Not personal tweets, of course, just tweets that I get to read.
Okay,
so, Josh Loves, thank you very much.
Thanks, Randy.